Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It was a while since I made a video now, but that is because nothing really has happened. A little bit have happened, but let's take it here then. Either way, I had more information about the kingdom spouse that I am dreaming of, and the twin. Not so much about the twin now, but I think the twin knows this kingdom spouse. They're friends or something, or he's in his, like, community, whatever, something Irish. And from what I understand, let's gather the info. The twin flame, I know, is Irish. He's doing shadow work still. He has come a far way, but not quite there just yet. There's still a little bit darkness. He has a disability. I think he was a police officer or something like that. And he was probably hurt in service, shot or something. And now he has people who take care of him in dark blue clothing and stuff like that. And I think he works with computers, something like that now. And still struggling a little bit about how life turned out, but he's doing well. Then we have the dream about the kingdom spouse, the man that I know he has done his shadow work. He has done a huge transformation journey. Things have happened to him, but he is purified. He found his inner emperor, and the high priest will come when the time is right, but it's almost there. It's being born within him now. He has a son who I think is like 8, 9, 10 years old or something, like Nintendo, like I do. And I think he is a builder with businesses, companies, or he has plans to do it, and he will be very successful. And I also know from the dream / half awake stage that I was in the other day, that he is either living from the values or is part of Hare Krishna. When I heard that in the dream / vision, I was in this half wake, half asleep stage, where I heard they say, this man you will meet is, and then I heard something, and then I heard Hare Krishna. And I know Krishna is like a Hindu god or something. I don't know the details. I had no clue what Hare Krishna was, so I had to Google that 3 hours later when I had internet. And I saw that it's like an organization of some sort, where some people who live it like a cult or something like that, but not everyone does. And I think that this man lives the values of it. And there are certain values to this sort of living. Among other, you are like vegetarian. You stay away from like meat and stuff, eggs. And I saw also that, I'm sorry, there's a little ant, sorry. And I saw also that they don't drink alcohol, or at least not much. And they are careful with whom they sleep with. Some doesn't do it until they're married, but who knows? I don't know how the modern ones work. Either way, and there was one other thing that I have forgotten, but they are healthy and they live as pure as possible, and they live after Krishna. And I don't know the details, but because I channeled universe, and I said, do you want me to be Hare Krishna? I'm not going to be Hare Krishna. And they say no. But then I realized that this man, he might not live their way like spot on really much. Maybe he's part of the community or something, but I think he lives their values. And that is why universe is very, very eager, at least Cora, that it is a sort of that kind of man that I'm going to meet, because I eat a lot of candy nowadays, and I eat a lot of cakes. And I don't do so much Pilates anymore. I have coming into an unhealthy rhythm. And Mickey buys me beer or cider when we're out because he doesn't want to sit out alone. So he asked me to join him, and I don't have money, so he has to pay me beer. So that is like the agreement that we have, because otherwise I'm not allowed to stay in the pubs. And that is like 3 times a week or something, and I have never been outdoors so much in my life. When I was, in the hamster wheel, I was out like once every 6 months or something like that. I never drank. And I don't drink much now either, but 2 beers is enough for universe to give me horrible dreams. 1 cake is enough for universe to give me dreams that I have like hunting cupcakes, or they are hunting me or something. Yesterday I had a dream that I was eating cherries and these little plume-like fruits, a lot of them. And that is because I had eaten crisps. And last night when I paid my gratitude, say goodnight to universe, I said, please Cora, no more dreams about the food or candy or anything. And you know what I dreamt tonight? It was an insane dream, but what I remember most is there was a man sitting at a coffee shop, and he was looking at me and another person, and he was really upset, and he said, you are making stew of my feet. So Cora gave me, because I said to Cora, please no more candy and all that dreams, she gave me a dream of being a cannibal. Oh my God, this woman. Yeah. I can interpret that as she's saying, don't tell me what to do. And then there was a bunny in the dream that I was chasing also. I don't know. Either way, I have some interesting info about this man now also, and I think I am meant to meet him. I said he has a son who plays Nintendo. He's a builder, and I think I am meant to meet him because we are meant to build something. We are meant to. It's going to be very successful. I know I am meant to speak, to be noisy, to talk about spirituality, about spiritual awakenings, about my journey. And he is meant to speak about his journey. But I think that he is meant to build. And it will not only be one business, I think it will be several actually. And if everything goes as it's meant to go, I am to meet this man. And we are meant to build something. And I'm not sure he is the Prince Charming that Cora wants me to meet, but it is a possibility that it is. And Cora wants me down on 67 kilos, so perhaps he wants a skinny wife. I don't know. I don't know. And I haven't gained that much weight, but I'm certainly not down on 67 kilos. When it comes to work, I have applied for like 14 jobs in other countries. A few in Sweden. Those in Sweden I have already gotten a no from. I wasn't surprised. The universe don't want me in Sweden. I don't want me in Sweden. And if I had gotten a job here, I would get into the hamster wheel. We don't want that. I applied for Athens, but a woman contacted me and said, no, it's already filled, that position, but we have other countries and we have other places. And she was calling me that day, but I didn't answer. It was unfortunate. Then she was going to call me yesterday afternoon, but she didn't, to tell me about other positions because she was interested in me. Obviously, it was a good enough CV. But maybe next week. Either way, I don't think that company is the one that I am meant to work with. I think it is this company that gives me a place to live during all the employment, and it's in Crete. And I think this one with this lady was also, but it is not the one, and that is probably why she didn't call me, because the universe don't want me to be somewhere where I'm not meant to be, because it is possible I would have taken a position just because I want to get away so desperately. So I will have to hold on and wait a little longer, and I will do that. Life isn't that bad because I have met Micke. I met Ingrid from the church. She's not going to be there now until September, but we keep in touch, and that's nice. And but I do feel I'm not supposed to be in church anymore. I can feel that. I know God doesn't mind me going there, but I don't think Cora wants it. And I can start feeling an atmosphere there that maybe, I don't know, I can be a little bit paranoid, but it feels a little bit like a couple of them at least, feel that I shouldn't come anymore. I don't know, it can be in my head, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So I'm not sure I will keep going to the church. I wasn't there yesterday. I was there this Thursday. They had spaghetti and bolognese. That was good. She gave me 2. So I had yesterday also. And I'm not sure I will go back there, as said. My friend, the Netta lady, she doesn't feel very good nowadays. She come in those... I mean, I have these periods of life also, you know, where I feel, what's the point? The depressed of life. And I was going to her today, but I will have to contact her and see. Maybe she will come. We'll see. Maybe she needs to meet a little bit of people. I told her, yes, I have a lot of depressed of life, and then I go out into the woods and then I cry. And I cry and I hug trees and I try to ground myself, and then I, you know, release it from my nervous system, and then it actually feels a little bit better. Sometimes I curse the universe also, and then Cora gives me horrible dreams about death and stuff. I don't know. And so there are those days, but we are strong women. We will get through them. I have also gotten the realization that if I don't have an address to where my post can come, the tax company will remove me from the system. That is what they do with homeless people who don't have an address. They remove them from the system, so they won't have their personal number anymore, and they won't be in any system in Sweden. It's like we don't exist. There won't be any support with healthcare, with medicines, with anything. So I need to make sure that I have an address. And the tax ladies told me that the tax company will most likely contact me when I get written to the city. I hope they do. I need to clear that out, because that's not an option for me. I need my medicine. I need to be able to go to my neurologist. They can't write me out of the system like I don't exist. I'm Swedish, for God's sake. That's idiotic. But it seems like that's how it works nowadays. But I will need to see how it is, because I mean, I am allowed to go out and work in another country for a year. And this with the address I will have to sort out. Micke says I can write my name on his address. That is nice. I don't want to do that. But he says it's an option. I will see how it is to be written on the city. I will need to talk to the tax company, because that is literally no option. There was a lady on Facebook in one of these charity groups. She said that she needed medicines for her friend because he had been homeless. He was sleeping on a sofa. And they have removed him from the system, so he didn't get the lower cost for his medicines now. And he couldn't access his doctor anymore because he's not in the system. He doesn't exist according to Sweden anymore. And that was when I realized, oh my God, that can't happen. So I will need to sort that out. There is only more and more that I realize with his country that is shitty and I don't like. When Trump said, look at Sweden, how they are falling, he wasn't actually very wrong. Sweden is turning out to shit. And that is not me saying because I'm not pleased. I mean, because I'm in the position that I am in now. I can see now how they are failing certain groups. And not only that, how they are treating the immigrants now. Yeah. But maybe the society needs to fall to rise again and think anew. Maybe the tower needs to fall for this country also, and that is fine. I'm just not going to be here when it happens. I will be anywhere else, and we will see. Now I will quit this one, and today is the Swedish Nationality Day or whatever else, the Swedish birthday. So there will be celebrations and shit in the city park. I have no interest in celebrating this country because I don't like it anymore. But it could be fun. I will see where Mickey is, and we'll see. Okay. Have a good day.